The F-35b, manufactured by Lockheed Martin, stands at a price of 80 million US dollars. It was first deployed in May of 2018. The US Army plans to procure about 1,700 units of the F-35Bs. Now, the F-35B can fly at an altitude of 6 kilometers, right? And it can travel a distance of around 1,000 kilometers without needing to refuel. It stands at a speed of Mach 1.6, which is 548 meters per second. It costs about $35,000 an hour to operate, and it can carry a load ammunition of about 10,000 kilograms. Now, the S-400 Triumph system, air defense system, can detect the F-35B at 32 kilometers. Now, it is believed that the F-35 is the most advanced stealth fighter jet that the Americans have produced, right? Basically, with the type of technology that can basically help them focus on air targets, right? Meaning that they can deploy air-to-air missiles, right? It can also be used for ground targets, meaning that it can deploy air-to-surface missiles, right? And there is a very unique technology, right, that is deployed by the F-35 that basically is known as vertical flight, right? Which basically allows the fighter jet, right, to have a vertical flight like a helicopter, right? So it can hover, right, above the ground a certain distance, right? So that's another unique feature of the F-35. Now, when we look at the stealth technology that is deployed in the F-35, right, it is composed of a number of measures, right, or a number of features, right? The first feature would be the jamming technology that the F-35 can deploy, right? Now, when we look at how a radar works, right, to actually locate and detect your coordinates, right? Now, you have a transmitter, right, that transmits a signal, right, at a high frequency or at a low frequency. Now, any surface or any corner, right, that transmitted signal is going to hit, it's going to immediately be reflected or bounces back to the receiver, right, on the ground. This is where and how your location is detected by radars. Now, the jamming technology assists in scrambling or confusing the signal that is sent out the first time, right? There are jammers that you can use that scramble or confuse the signal after it has bounced from a surface, right? Now, this is what the jamming technology does. Now, when you speak of stealth technology, right, it is the second feature of it is that the way the fighter jet is designed, right? We mean its shape, right? And basic design, right? Not necessarily aerodynamics, but it's designed in such a way that it does not reflect a lot of signals from its surface, right? So the way it is designed is that you avoid a lot of flat surfaces, right? And a lot of sharp corners. You would want to keep your your design filled with curvatures, but not too much, not necessarily circular curvatures, right? But a shape that is, I would say, not as consistent as a flat surface, right? So the way you shape your plane in design is very important. Avoid corners, right? And they basically avoid a lot of flat surfaces. Now, another technology that has been deployed in the F-35 is that of coating or painting, right? They have introduced painting that fundamentally can absorb a lot of transmitted signals from radar, right? It has the ability, the coating, right, that is on the fighter jet, right, has the ability to absorb a frequency level of about zero point 0.1 megahertz to about 60 gigahertz. So that's quite a long range of wavelength that can be absorbed, right? That can that the level of absorption that the F7 the F-35 has, right? It does make it quite difficult for the S400 to detect, but not impossible, right? So, yes, when you basically look at stealth technology, we are looking at this type of technology that has been deployed in the plane. Now, when we look at the type of nozzle technology that has been deployed in the F-35, right, it is quite an advanced technology, right, that basically helped the nozzle change shape, right, direction and rotation. And this technology has an effect or gives the F-35 the capability of having short takeoffs, right? So you don't need a long runway for a takeoff or a landing, right? You can do it in a very short distance because of this nozzle technology. Another technology I want to look at in the F-35, it is the helmet technology, which is fundamentally connects or links the helmet to the plane itself. The helmet is linked or connected to a number of cameras and sensors that are deployed around the F-35, right, fighter jet, right, and basically you can use it, see through X-ray, right? You can also use night vision to actually see that, right? And there is no dashboard that is on the fighter jet. The dashboard is within the helmet itself, right? So you have a very clear a conception of what is surrounding you at all times, even above you, even below you, right? This is the type of advanced helmet technology that you have in the F-35. And now, I want to also look at another technology that basically is used as a network communication web, right? This is where a number of F-35s are connected in such a way as to form a web or a network of communication where information can be stored, retrieved, right, by a number of planes. So the web or the network can be formed by 100 F-35s or 50 F-35s, but they connect in such a way that they form one network, right, that has access to a number of a large portion of information that is gathered from the sensors and the cameras, right, that you find in the F-35.